My boyfriend's mother offered me $50,000 to disappear, but what she didn't know was that I'd been recording everything for the FBI. 6 months ago, Mrs. Chen invited me to lunch at the Four Seasons. I thought she'd finally accepted me dating her son Marcus. Instead, she slid a check across the table. Never contact him again. I stared at the amount. $50,000 more money than I'd ever seen. Mrs. Chen, I love your son. She laughed. Exley laughed. Love, you are a waitress from Queens. Marcus is heir to a pharmaceutical empire. This isn't a fairy tale, dear. What she didn't know was that the wire taped to my ribs was recording every word for 3 months. I'd been helping the FBI investigate the Chen family's company for selling contaminated insulin that killed 17 people. Marcus didn't know. The FBI approached me after his father tried to bribe a whistleblower who later died in a suspicious car accident. Take the money? Akian Rivera had instructed me that morning. We need her to incriminate herself. Mrs. Chen leaned forward. I've done my research, Rachel. Your mother needs cancer treatment. Take this check. Save her life. Or stay with Marcus and watch her die while you play house with my son. My hands trembled. She'd investigated my dying mother. How do you know about my mom? I know everything. Engwain, that little incident at your last job stealing from the register? Marcus doesn't know about that, does he? I hadn't stolen anything. My manager had blamed me for his own theft, but she twisted it perfectly. That's blackmail. It's business. And here's the beautiful part. If you don't take this deal, I'll make sure your mother's insurance mysteriously stops covering her treatment. One phone call to my friends at Mercy General, my blood ran cold. She was threatening my mother's life. You can't do that, can't I? We manufactured the drugs keeping her alive. Shipping delays happen. Paperwork gets lost. Tragic, really. I wanted to punch her. Instead, I forced tears. Let her think she'd won. If I take this money, you disappear. Set block Marcus on everything. If he finds you, if you ever speak to him again, your mother's medication stops arriving. I reached for the check with shaking hands. I need a guarantee. About my mother. She smiled like a snake. Smart girl. I'll personally ensure she gets the experimental treatment. The one insurance doesn't cover, consider it a bonus for being reasonable. That's when she slipped. After all, we've done this before. Marcus's last girlfriend took $70,000. But you seem smarter than her. Lisa wasn't smart. That's why she had that unfortunate accident in Mexico. My heart stopped. Lisa had died in a boating accident last year. Marcus still kept her picture. You killed her? Don't be dramatic. She broke our agreement, tried to contact Marcus. Accidents happen when people don't follow rules. I clutched the check. My performance forgotten. This was real terror now. I'll disappear, Tynt, I promise. Good, my driver will take you home to pack. You have 2 hours. That evening I sat in the FBI office as agents listened to the recording. Mrs. Chen had confessed to murder, bribery, and threatening to withhold life-saving medication. We have enough, Etienne Rivera said. The raid happens tomorrow. What about Marcus? He'll be arrested too. We have evidence he knew about the contaminated insulin. My heart shattered. I'd fallen for him before I knew the truth. Before I learned his family's wealth came from killing desperate patients with bad medicine. The next morning I watched the news from a safe house, FBI agents swarming the Chen mansion. Mrs. Chen in handcuffs, screaming about her lawyers. Marcus being led away, looking confused and broken. My phone buzzed a text from an unknown number. You think you are safe. You have no idea what you started. From Mrs. C. I looked at Etienne Rivera. Her face had gone pale. That's impossible. She's in custody. We have her phone. Another text. Check your mother's room. Now my hands shook as I called the hospital. The nurse sounded confused. Your mother Salmon just picked her up. Said they were transferring her to a private facility. They had all the proper paperwork. The phone slipped from my numb fingers. The Chens had more people than just Mrs. Chen, and now they had my mother.